Hi guys and welcome to Chat. No, it's too much ham. Too much hand movement. I'm making myself sweat. This place is too hot, child. But hi guys and welcome to Chirpse. It's me, your host Glow. If you don't know, then get to know. And today we have another very special guest. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Hi guys.
Don't be shy, girl. Don't be shy.
I'm shy. Hi, I'm Cairo, singer-songwriter, North London's very own. Period. Yeah, and that's me. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you're an amazing singer-songwriter.
Thank you.
I went to Cairo's listening party for his recent EP, Double Love, and I was blown away. Like
Thank
honestly,
you.
because I'd listened to the EP, but I was like, do you know what? Like, live music doesn't always translate well, especially when people aren't trained singers. But obviously, you're an amazing vocalist. Like, it was so good.
Period.
So before we dig in, do you want to tell the people like what Double Love is about?
Okay, so Double Love is basically the title of my EP and a title of a track of the EP. It's abbreviated to DL. And I'm sure we all know what DL means. And I just wanted to have a play on that because I feel like for me, to understand me is to know obviously what I've been through. And I feel like to tell my full story, like from child to like adult now, I feel like that's for like the debut album type shit.
Yeah. So
that's why I said, okay, cool, let me give them a fraction of like how it is for me as a queer gay person to like how it is for me to fall in love, how it is for me to be in a relationship and things like that. And a lot of people don't understand that it's just been DL men constantly. So I wanted to definitely talk about that. Yeah. But instead of just calling it DL and down low, I was like, let me be smart here.
No, I only clocked the double entendre this morning.
Really?
Yeah.
See, now that's the beautiful thing about it, because not everyone, even like you, that would get what a DL person is.
Yeah.
You only just realize that now.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like what I wanted to do.
Yeah. Wait, sorry, pause. I just want to move your mic a little bit.
Closer.
I want to move it a little bit closer because.
Okay.
Your volume's fine. It's just that I know that I tend to be very, very loud.
Okay.
Wait, can you say something?
1, 2.
Yeah,
Hi. Okay.
But no, and that's a testament to your artistry as well, because I've listened to the EP probably about 5 times over now, and it's only now on the 5th listen that I was like, wait, Double Love, DL, and that's a testament to your artistry, because it's like I was so focused on like the beauty of the songs, like the like actual meaning to the song. It didn't feel like a very surface, because I've heard songs about DL men, like, and it didn't give the same sort of like surface level kind of fuck you to DL men that a lot of other testaments to DL men give. Yeah. So for those who don't know, because do you know what? Recently, I saw this kind of like discourse on Twitter the other day, right? And it was basically like black queer people, mostly Americans, like kind of really breaking down what DL man is. Okay. Because I feel like, over time definitions tend to change, and I feel like the phrase DL has become used very casually. Now people just use it for any man who's in the closet. Yeah. Whereas that's not what a DL is. Yeah. So a DL man, right, as the original meaning was intended, is usually a black or sometimes brown Latino man who is not out to anybody. Is not part of any sort of queer communities, whatnot. They're usually the faceless profiles on Grindr. Okay. They're the sort of people who like you hook up with and like never hear from again. Okay. Usually very paranoid kind of people. Like their biggest fear is being outed as a queer man. And these are the people who usually kind of like have baby mamas or girlfriends on the side to kind of curate an image of heterosexuality. Also the people who tend to like harm queer people and trans women the most, like. Because it's like, you guys are addicted to us, but like, you're so afraid of being found out that you start lashing out. And they tend to be resentful of like, like stereotypically like feminine queer people or like people who are out and proud, because
that's what they're attracted to.
Yeah. And they have a lot of like internalized homophobia. Whereas like not everybody who's in the closet has that kind of like violent internalized homophobia. Some people are just in the closet because safety or whatever reasons, but I think that's the difference. DL and in the closet, you can tell when someone's in the closet, but when they're DL, you can also tell as well, because like they are like
the homophobia is internalized,
Yeah.
and then it also becomes like they also put it outwards.
Yeah, they project it onto
onto other people. And for me, I would always tell my girlfriends, especially like my heterosexual cisgendered girlfriends, that you can always tell when someone is DL when like a gay person walks into the room, because they're instantly uncomfortable.
Like they shift, like the uptight, like the eyes are darting around the room.
Yeah, and they're getting all like aggressive, and it's like, chill, babe. I'm not gonna move you.
Like nobody's here to bite you.
No one's here to bite you.
Me being here does not hot up your spot.
This is the thing, and I'm not. I've already clocked your tea before I walked in. Do you know what I mean? So I already know what you're dealing with, and you know what I'm dealing with because I wear it. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I do. My friend also asked me like about one of our like mutual friends and one of my friends and someone that was actually at the show.
Okay.
She was like, that I like those two, like, are they DL? And I said, I wouldn't say they're DL because they have no affiliation to like the roads.
Yeah.
They're not really hiding from anything, and they chill with queens.
Yeah.
Like they're at my show, like I'm a queen.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're not. I wouldn't call them DL. Like my little trade would not come to my show.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He will feel like people will know. Like
he'll be paranoid.
Yeah, he'll be paranoid. So I feel like there's two different types. So
there's a big distinction.
That's real. Like a lot of people don't know. A lot of people just always say, "Oh, he's DL, especially when the guy's white.
Oh, that one. I've had to kind of accept that, like, again, meanings change. People are going to use terms incorrectly. However, let's just get it very, very clear. If I'm talking about DL, I'm talking about a black or brown person, at the very least. At the very least, because as a white person, you can come out and there be no repercussions. Yeah. Like, your dad might not talk to you for about, like, a few months. But societally, you're
good. Like,
you're fine.
You're fine. Yeah. And especially if you're not feminine as well, because a lot of people have a problem with the femmes. That's tea as well. But, yeah, if they're not feminine, like, girl, you don't need to be calling yourself DL. You don't need to be worried. You don't need to be paranoid.
No one's saying jump out of the closet, like, with streamers and rainbow flags. Yeah. Like, but, like, just be you. Like, you don't need to announce anything. Like, and this is my thing, because, like, I have one of my best friends, right? She's usually the person who, like, gets to hear my dealings with guys and, like, what's going on in the DMs, etc., right? And she loves to joke about how I always somehow end up talking to DL men, but I don't like DL people. Really? I really don't. Like, I have very low, like, I understand. I really get the struggle. Like, I really, like, I stand with you. But, like, at the same time, I have very little empathy for them, because I'm like, you are the demographic who tends to resent the actual queer community. People even people who aren't, like, you know, out and proud per se, but people who are just themselves. You tend to resent people, even like straight men who, like, are more fashionable or like might be a bit more expressive or like a bit more feminine. They resent any sort of expression of male femininity. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't really have time for it, because at the same time you're on Grindr with a blank profile, and after you fuck the little light skinned twink that you wanna get with, you're gonna cry. Like, once that twink leaves, you're gonna cry, and you're gonna like go punch your punching bag because you hate yourself. I don't have time for it. I really don't. I'm sorry, I came out at 14. I'm a decade into this. Like, I don't have time for people who are like going home and having panic attacks because they kissed the guy for the first time. Like, don't get me wrong, I get it. It's a lot to process. It
is a lot to process, but at the same time, it wasn't a lot for you to process when you downloaded Grindr, you downloaded Tinder, you downloaded whatever you had to download. You found the fish, you approached the fish, and now you're like going crazy. Yeah, no, you knew what you was doing, and now you actually done it. It's like, wow. And do you know what? Yes, there's this wonderful Birmingham trade.
Oh, I love Birmingham trade.
You know what I mean? It's so bad, but he must have messaged me, like we were talking, he didn't just message me this out of the blue. And we were like, you know, it was getting to that type of conversation, a little bit spicy. And then I'm saying all the things that I like and things like that. And then I remember he mentioned that he's not even trying to do no penetration. I said, why? He said, because he's not trying to go to hell. I said, huh?
Wait. So he thinks that like when he's queuing up for the afterlife, St. Peter's gonna be there with his list, being like, okay, let's see your record. Okay, so you did a little gay stuff, but you didn't do penetration.
You didn't do penetration.
Like, you good.
You good. I was thinking, okay, cool, okay, but what else do you? So you want one thing, but you don't want to do the other thing.
Wait, so what was his boundaries like? What was
his boundaries? Was obviously oral.
Okay, so you don't think that having a dick in his mouth is gonna send him to hell? Anyway, I don't believe that, anyways. But I'm like,
I just think it was a bit wild.
Yeah.
And there's also been another piece of trade that said kind of like the similar thing. So I'm just like, okay, cool. So I see that there's like this whole religion thing, but you guys sell drugs, number one. You guys carry whatever you carry when you're going out.
Yeah.
That's not very like
Christ-like.
Holy, it's not Christ-like.
Yeah.
It's not what would Jesus do. That's not what Jesus would do.
Jesus would not be carrying a knife.
No. And like separately, because I just mentioned Jesus, like I feel like now we'll go slightly deep. But I've also heard like how like sexuality and religion can really be a grey area, can really be hard to deal with, because as a kid, when you're like, if you grew up Christian, you've grown up to be like, okay, cool, Jesus and like the Lord God are like the only people that you should love, the only men that you guys should love, things like that. And then you're like, okay, cool, but I'm attracted to men. So what's this? And it's like, it's sometimes a lot of gay people's first crush is Jesus Christ, child.
Do you know what? Yeah, speak about it, because I didn't have that experience, but I've seen a lot of like older people, even women. So it's saying that like a lot of their first experience of like real divine male sexuality was Christ, and without being blasphemous, but it's like, yes, growing up you're taught to idolize this man who is usually depicted like with like wet glistening muscles, like strung up on a clothes.
It's really true,
and that tends to be one of the reasons that, you know, like Catholicism, because they have a lot of like religious imagery, right? Catholicism tends to be like sexualized a lot because there's a lot of like weird kind of like implications or allusions to sexuality in how they depict some of the faith. And that's not me saying that religion is like inherently sexual. However, there's definitely things that you can draw from it.
You can definitely draw certain things from it. And it is hard because it's like, okay, cool, I'm not supposed to love a man, but the one man I'm supposed to love is Jesus Christ. But I feel this sort of like romantic and sexual attraction to men. Where do I place that? And I think it's hard for black Christians, black religious Muslims as well. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
The Muslim queer men be going through.
My gosh. The Muslim queer, the DLs, the Marleys, child. Y'all toxic. Y'all toxic. I'm just gonna put that out there, like,
it's true.
It's scary.
Don't even get me started on Somalis, man.
It's scary. So I think this is the whole DL circuit thing. It only for me, my definition, my personal definition, people of color and black people. That's who that word goes to. I don't want to hear no white person say, "Oh, I'm DL." Oh,
so you're in the closet. Like,
you're just in the closet, babe.
Just in the
closet. You're in the closet because
you're not out. That's fine.
There's like two things. Like black people and people of color have to think about their community and their family, and then their religion. Because even though you might not be religious, your culture, where you're from, might be like assigned to a certain religion. So if you look a certain way, people will automatically assume that you are from, like, you belong to that like group and things like that. So it's very hard, and I feel like the term definitely gets misused a lot over the years, and I think like a lot of different terms in like the queer community get used by people that shouldn't be using them. Do you know what I mean?
A lot of you guys aren't cunty, by the way. You're not cunty.
A lot of you guys are not cunty.
You might be camp, but you're not cunty.
Thank you. You're spelling cunty with a C as well.
But like, we ain't never did that before.
That's not T.
Cunty's not to be spelled with a K.
That's not T. Like, come on now, man said cunt. Don't be rude.
Why are we talking about vaginas?
Thank you. That's rude, child. You don't say that. We reclaimed it and we put a K there.
Oh gosh. Okay, so I wanted to ask. I'm just gonna be hopping around all of the bits today. What's your love life saying right now?
Oh,
because you mentioned earlier, like, your little trade didn't want to come to your release party.
My show, no, I was okay. Cool. The trade that I was implying I don't think.
Don't say too much.
He wouldn't come.
Yeah.
Someone did say that he would like. One trade did say that he will come to my show.
Okay.
And I don't really like tell, especially trade. I don't tell them like I do music.
Yeah.
Because if you're gonna keep your life secret, I'm keeping my life secret respectfully. The only thing you get to see is my face.
And I feel like a lot of them will either get intimidated because they feel like I'm dating someone who might be more public facing, or they get resentful because they're like, oh, I'm so like constipated in my sexuality. I'm so private about mine, but like I'm seeing someone who can be so free and so open and expressive. Because I've definitely had people project that onto me before.
Yeah, I haven't dealt with that, thankfully, but my love life is, I wouldn't say it's a shambles, but it's definitely getting there because I've been celibate for 4 years.
Oh my God, well done.
Thank you. The last time I done the deed was December 2020.
That was like prime like lockdown era.
Yeah.
Oh, I know you were feeling for it. I know you were feeling for it.
I was just like, and for me, that's like when I was tired of DL men, tired of the trade. I've never been in a relationship, like a full-fledged relationship that I can go out on a date with this person.
Can I ask, wait, how old are you?
23.
23. And when did you come out?
I didn't come out.
Okay, when did you start, like, talking to guys and whatnot?
When I was about 15.
Okay. So yeah, you've been celibate for 4. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we need to get you some, like, real dates.
Right, so this is the thing. And I feel like, for me, it's weird. It's so weird because I realised that my self-esteem was lowering. Each guy I was chatting to, each, like, hookup I'd have, basically. And, like, I just said, I want something different. I want to change. I want to actually, like, start loving myself again and start, like, dating other people. And just, not everything has to be surrounded by DL men and sex. Yeah. So I said, okay, cool, I'm going to be celibate. And yeah, since then, I've just I put my focus into my music, and that's kind of what inspired, like, obviously my celibacy journey definitely inspired the project because I had that time to reflect on everything. So now it's only recently I've just messaged old trade. Okay. And I was just like, hey, and turns out he'd had a crush on me. Okay. So he professed his love to me. So yeah, I don't think it's going to be anything but a little hanky-pank. Okay.
At least you've, like, had that time to develop a rapport.
Yeah.
Because, like, me personally, like, some of my listeners will know, like, I'm very homosexual. Not in the sense of, like, I want to be fucking and dating my friends. More so, I realised that I've been celibate as well. I think a total of, like, about 2.5 years.
Wow.
Split into two sections. So I broke it this year.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Was it good?
Yeah. I actually spoke about it on 2 episodes ago.
Okay, cool. I need to watch that one.
Yeah, and the guy actually listened to the episode and he was like, "Thanks for the good review." But
okay, baby.
Yeah, might be seeing him soon. But yeah, I feel like I'm a very sexual person. Yeah. And I have a lot of, like, I'm a very horny person. Okay, period. But I don't do hookups often. Like, yeah. I think I need to build, like, some sort of, like, comfortable rapport with someone before I feel like doing all of that. So the people that I tend to express my sexuality with the most tends to be friends and mutuals or acquaintances. Like, like, I'm trying to find a way to say it without saying it. But, like, one of my boys, yeah, he's straight. He's not like DL or anything.
Let's get fucking into it. Oh my gosh, yeah.
He's straight. But you know what? Also, because I identify as non-binary, I'll give him that. Yeah, I'm like, cool. Like, he's not attracted to niggas, but he's attracted to me. Cool. You see me. Yeah. But, like, most of my sexual conversations are with him. Like, him just talking to me can get me really, really horny, and vice versa. However, that's not somebody I'm trying to date.
Okay, that's weird.
But
you would you would go there with them.
Yeah, I'm not saying I wouldn't date him. It's just, I haven't even considered that. Like, I'm not thinking of him that way. That's my boy. Okay. But, I'm trying to think what long story short, yeah. So obviously I have my podcast. Have I spoken about this? I don't think I have. Wow. Oh my God. Let's get into it.
It's giving exclusive.
So after my podcast live show a couple months ago,
you had a live show.
Yeah,
it was really cute.
I wish I'd spoken to you before, so you could come.
I would have loved to come.
Yeah. I was gonna say a name, but Adam was there. Cut that out.
Period. Clear that throat, girl.
Yeah, so after the podcast live show, you know me, I love an afters.
Period.
I love an afters chat.
Yeah.
So like, these lovely boys who work at a bar across the road from where I was hosting, they saw what was going on. They came over. They were just like, "Oh, hey guys, like we just wanted to invite all of you like to have your afters like at a bar." Turns out I knew one of them from IG. It was very blessed. And then me and a bunch of other people at this afters now, and usually I'm the last person to leave. Like I love a long night.
Okay.
So you know, one by one people start leaving. And then I noticed that the leftovers is me, my boy. I'm gonna call him M. Okay. He knows who he is. This is so funny.
Okay.
And one of my homegirls, right? And like me and this homegirl, like we've played together like a few times.
Okay.
We're very comfortable.
Okay.
So like that's not even that thing. Like, so it's me, her, and him. And then he's not from London. He was just like, "Oh, like, we can go back to my Airbnb if you guys still want to chill." I was like, "Yeah, let's get a bottle of vodka or something." Like, I'm not trying to spend money on these drinks. And then we went back to his hotel. It was so platonic, so chill. We were all just like chilling, watching TV, like laughing. Now, this is my homegirl. Again, we're very comfortable around each other. So the clothes she was wearing were uncomfortable. So at some point, she just took it off, took it out.
Okay, period.
And she had nipple covers. So like in my head, I'm very like immune to nudity. You could be like butt ass naked. I'm not gonna deep it. So we're just chilling, and then my boy at some point, I don't know why, but at some point he just like flicked one of her nipple covers. You know when you just have an intrusive thought? He just like flicked the nipple cover, but like it wasn't even like a sexual way. It was just very playful. And so like we were all still just talking normally. Like he's just there like fiddling with it. And then something clicks in my brain. I was like, I know where this night is about to go. And then at some point the nipple covers came off, and I was like, okay. And then, you know, he's playing with the boobies. And I was turned on, but like I was also in a mood where I was just like, I just threw an event which I've been planning for a month. Yeah. I'm tired. I don't need any, like, y'all can do whatever. I'm chilling. So I was just there on Twitter. And then I was responding to emails. And then at some point, I saw his hands go inside somewhere. And I was like, wait, when did we start doing that?
Your friend?
Yeah. So it's like, Em was like, I really hope you don't mind telling the story, but Em was like fingering my homegirl. I was like, okay. And that's when I started paying attention. I was like,
and you were just there on Twitter?
I was just there. Okay. I was just sitting next to him. I was just there, like, and then at some point, I don't know how we got here, but like he ended up standing up, and then she sat on the edge of the bed, and then like his trousers came down. And then she was like giving him head, and I was like, okay.
In front of you?
Yeah, and the whole time my guy's like locked eyes with me. It's like, yes, he's just there, and just looking eyes with me, and obviously I'm touching myself now because I'm like, okay, I'm involved. I'm involved.
Well, yeah, he's locking eyes with you.
I was like, okay, but again, I wasn't trying to do too much. I was like, because bear in mind, this is the second time I've met him in person. So I was like, do you know what? You're someone I want to be friends with for a while. I don't want to like get too messy with you right now. Like we're still trying to develop a good friendship. And then like she gave him head, and then yeah.
So you guys. I don't know. I don't even know if I should call it a threesome or what.
We do like me and him like we banter and call it because cool. We were all like engaged.
Yeah.
Like there was a point where like he was like fingering her or whatnot, and like I know her. She gets like she can get a bit overstimulated. So what? She's sitting next to me. Imagine you're her. Like she's getting fingered. She's about to nut. I'm just there like rubbing her arm and her leg just to soothe her because she's getting so overstimulated. And then homegirl squirted like. Whilst I'm like rubbing her arm and like staring at the guy. Yes. And then he just chucked me a towel. I helped her clean up. Then I FaceTimed my friend and went back to normal. And then I went home because then people wanted to fuck. I was just like, yeah, it's too much going on. Like,
wow.
The thing is, I don't play often, but when I play, I play.
You were playing.
Yeah. But the thing is, I'm very demure. Like I can literally like be so horny and be like, okay, that's cute for you. I'm going home.
I hear that.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
But like that boy's straight.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I love a straight man.
Let's talk about it because it's time for me to be frank and be Lampard and be honest.
I'm down to
Let me be frank.
And do you know what? You guys can come to me. I don't care. You guys can come for me. I said what I said. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I said what I said. That's why I fucks with the tray.
Listen, like, obviously, it's not I wouldn't say that it's my preference. It's not, right? I don't go out looking to date straight men. No. However, I'm outside a lot. Okay. I'm a very aesthetic-based person.
Period.
And a lot of the time I'm out, I just assume that I'm around mostly straight boys or bisexual boys. And it's the aesthetic for me. It's like, I don't care what your sexuality is. It's like, if you're my type, I'm just going to engage with you. Yeah. I'm going to flirt. I'm going to enjoy the fantasy. Even if it's just us having banter, that's cool. Like, that can run. Yeah, I do be fucking straight boys.
For me, I don't know what it is. I I feel like I'm attracted to their masculinity because for me, I would say I'm the feminine, like, being. I'm quite...
You're a queen. You're a butch queen.
I would say I'm a butch queen. I feel like I'm quite maternal as well.
Yeah.
So I have that side to me. And I don't know, like, I feel like they gravitate towards me. And then I'm like, okay, cool. Let me just be your friend. And then Tutu's like, we're talking now. And then you say some slick shit or you start flirting with me. And then all of a sudden, I'm like in my feelings.
I just got so many flashbacks.
I'm not even in a process, but I have this one friend that I made last year. And this is like, I can't lie, talking to him made me want to talk to guys again because this can't be the only guy that I'm chatting to.
Yeah.
Because at the time, obviously, he was, and it wasn't even like chatting like that. Like, we were just talking, and like he reached out via like Instagram, and at first I thought he was just like being nice, saying that he liked the music, things like that, and I was like, okay, cool, nice. I wouldn't say I brushed him, but I said, like, the way I replied back to the message was to kind of like end the conversation there.
Especially for someone you don't know. It's just
it's kind of done. Like, and I'm like, thank you, like, I appreciate it. And I wasn't even like, I saw his DP, I was like, okay, cool, cute. But I'm not going to look at the, like, do you know what I mean? I'm not going to scope him out.
Yeah.
If I scope him out and I find him cute, it's long.
Yeah.
But then he obviously carried on the conversation, asking me where I'm from, my nationality, all these different questions, just getting to know me, and then like we just all of a sudden we're talking for like a month straight.
Okay.
Like without no breaks, no pauses, no nothing.
Question: what's your sign?
Cancerian.
Okay, because I was about to ask you a question, right?
Yeah.
Because I feel like I'm the same way. Are you the sort of person like? For me, I tend to ask people like, what's their tea, like if they're queer or not, like quite early on. People. You don't ask people.
I'm too shy. I'm a shy boy.
Oh no, I'm shy too, but I won't.
I need to get like that. I feel like for me, I need to get like that and put it out on the like table there and then, because sometimes that question will have people thinking like, rah, I've never been asked this question before. Especially straight people. Straight people can put that out there. They've never been asked what's your pronouns. They've never been asked what's your sexuality. So it actually has them thinking like, rah, am I fully straight for real?
Oh no, like that's. Like, so a lot of the time I ask, like, people just like, like, I've never really considered it. And that blows my mind, because I'm like, well, you've lived a whole life and you've never really deeped it. But anyways, like, so I usually ask people, so like, at the point where you tell me, oh no, I'm not queer, because I ask it, are you queer? And them saying that they're not queer doesn't mean that they're straight. It just means that they don't consider themselves queer now. But at the point where you said that you're not queer, until you start moving to me or flirting with me, I'm not reading into anything you said. Like, I'm just assuming that you're straight. And so, as you said, like, I'll talk to people, like, trade will, like, express interest in having a conversation. I'm not deep in it. Like, even if you're having a bit of flirty banter, I'm still not deep in it because you're just a straight man that I'm having banter with. But then it's when they start being a bit more intentional with it, I'm like, maybe I can fuck with this nigga. But at the same time, as you said, that can't be the only person I'm talking to, because that's low and that's pathetic. Because I'm like, why is my entire love life trade?
This is my thing. So I said, okay, cool, maybe I just need to, I think speaking to him and like realising that, oh my gosh, I think I slightly like this boy, that made me like deep, okay, cool, Kai, you need to get back out there, you need to do your thing. But for me, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to do it. I don't know where to go. I don't know how to like flirt. No, I've been on Hinge and it was dead, like nothing for me. So I think it's just like, at first, I don't know, like I just feel like it's me. I'm too feminine. I look too.
Oh no!
Do you know? I feel like it's that.
No! But this is how they get in your head. This is how
I think it's. That's the thing.
Don't get me wrong though.
Myself.
Don't get me wrong though. Because let's be frank and let's be ocean, right? You like masculine. You like masculine.
I like masculine guys, but I wouldn't mind like a little. Like, I wouldn't mind a guy that's gay.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but obviously slightly more masculine than me.
Yeah, and the thing is, I feel like even like guys that I know who aren't, I wouldn't say are in the closet. Like if you ask them, they'll tell you what's tea. Like, but they might be a bit more masculine. When we're out and stuff, I can tell that they may be interested in some of the more like femme presenting like queer people that are there. It's like, it's almost like they're kind of like afraid of like how public things are, kind of. Or it's like they don't want to be, because it's like they don't want people to read into how they move. I don't know how to explain it, because I'm like I've seen like two like masculine guys like talk very comfortably and openly with each other, but then like those same people expressing kind of like hesitation when it comes to talking to more feminine people that they're interested in.
It's definitely the society thing.
Yeah, you need to come out with me, child.
I want to come out with you.
I'll find you your trade.
And I will want you to help me, because honestly, I am so shy.